Father God, thank you for all of your blessings, all of your grace and mercy over us. You are our creator, and you would like us to be um, people that uh, uphold your name and make you proud. As we gathered here together to talk about a program where to enhance our academic performance, but also become brothers and sisters in Christ, we ask you to guide us, give us wisdom, give us discernment so that we can continue to progress toward the beings that you wish us to be, to have the heart and to be able to help one another as Christians. And today we ask you to guide us through our meeting. As we break ice, we also would like to be familiar with each other and then help each other become closer and help each other grow. We ask this all in your son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. 감사합니다. Okay, so before we talk about the program itself, I want to start with our mentors who volunteered their time this year. So quick introduction, and then they'll drop off, and then we'll continue the meeting with the parents and the students. So Eric, why don't we start with you? What grade, how old, what subjects?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Eric. I'm a fourth-year student studying electrical engineering at Purdue University. I think I'll be mentoring in math and sciences. I can do a lot of other stuff as well if needed, but that's what I'm mainly here for. Nice to meet all of y'all.
Lena, how about you go next?
Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Alina and I am a sophomore at High School East. I'm 14 years old and I would like to help in writing and English. A few things I like to do during my free time are to bake, dance, and like hang out with people in general. I really like to communicate with people, so I think this will be a good experience.
Thank you. And Yuna?
Hi, my name is Yuna. I'm in 12th grade, so I'm 16. I'll be tutoring for math, I believe. But I could also do a variety of other stuff. One thing I like is anime, so I noticed two of you guys had like anime profile pics, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, well, I get to know you all better. Yep.
Thank you. Ellison?
Hi, my name is Ellison. I'm also a 10th grader. I am Alina's twin. I'm 14 years old as well, and I'm strong in the math side. I'm good at math, anything STEM related I'm okay at. And I really like math. I don't like earth science. That's the only thing really, but I could also help with like competition math as well. Yeah.
Thank you. And Thomas?
Hi, I'm Thomas. I am a senior at Stuyvesant High School, and I'm also strong on the STEM side. I'll be mainly focusing on math, but you could come to me with anything you have. I'll probably be able to teach it. Also, some things about me is right now I'm currently into mechanical keyboards at the moment. And yeah, I enjoy tennis. I enjoy taking pictures, making videos. Yeah.
And Cherry MX keyboards. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, I'd like to let the mentors drop off this call. We just wanted to break the ice so that you could see who the person was that you'll be matched up with. So mentors, thank you very much for your time, and I wish you good night.
All right.
Thank you.
By the way, we have few more mentors who couldn't join us tonight, but they're also available to be your mentors and to continue to guide you through this fall as well as through winter.
Okay, thank you. So let me share my screen first. Okay, students, I'm going to speak to you first because you are the star of the hour. Okay, so let me just expand this a little bit more. All right, so let's talk about what this program is and what this program is not, what's expected of you, and then we'll talk to you parents on what expectation. And let me share my desktop. My desktop is, so you should be able to see my document. Is that right? Okay. All right, so remember that we're all Christians and the mentors are volunteering their time to help you, the students, out. Okay, so keep that in mind. But that means that there are some responsibilities that all of you as mentees or students, we expect from you. I understand that the age group is varied. There's a big gap, but this applies to everybody, okay? Especially you, the younger in the audience here. This applies to you because this is all part of growing up, okay? And we also understand that you may not be happy that your parents signed you up for this program, okay? But make the best of it because A, it'll help you, and B, it's nice to meet people from our church and people who are adults that you can talk to that aren't your parents, okay? So if there's any things that you want to discuss, talk about, the mentors are there to help you with any topics of concern that might come up, okay? All right, so let's talk about the program itself and what specific things that we expect from you. And all of you students will get an email, okay? So I need you to keep an eye out on email for a day or two because you're gonna get 2 links, okay? The first one is this, which is the acceptable use policy. It's a fancy word, what does that mean? It's behavior that we expect from you and behavior that we do not want to see from you. Okay, it's itemized so that we all agree on what's acceptable. And when you do get this, you'll get it from Google Forms like this. This link will be sent to you. All you have to do is click on it, read through the acceptable use policy, and then say, by clicking on this, I accept the policy. That's all you have to do. Your email, scroll down and read, and then click here, and that's it. Okay, so this is one and done. The other thing you're going to get is a link for a timesheet. Okay, it's again, all it is you put in your name, subject, and date and time, and how long the session was. If you spent 1 hour, put down 1 hour, 60 minutes. Okay, if you spent hour and a half, 90 minutes, you get it. That link, keep it handy. Okay, don't throw it away because every time your session is over, we expect you to go in there and put the time in that you spent with the mentor. Okay, so please don't forget that you need to put in this acceptable use policy is one and done, but for the time tracking, keep it handy, put it in somewhere you always have access to it because as soon as the session is over, you're going to click on it and put in the hours. Okay. All right. So let's talk about as students, what do we expect from you? This isn't homework. Sorry, we're not here to do your homework for you. However, if you're stuck on a homework problem and you can't figure something out, the mentors will help you work through that homework problem out. Okay. But if you then say, oh, I don't know number 2 either. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know number 3 either. Number 4, number 5. They won't continue to just do your homework. When they do your homework, they'll also ask you for input. They might say, what do you think the next step is? What do you think this means? What do you think that means? You are expected to participate in your own learning and not just passively just nod your head and say, yes, I got it. I got it. Okay, okay, okay. When is this going to be over? I want to go do this. No, this is for you. Okay, a lot of people, the church and your mentors and your parents are spending a lot of time to make you more successful. Okay, so please put in the time and be responsible about that. Okay, so again, not a homework service, but if you're stuck on a homework, feel free to email your mentors and say, hey, this is due next Monday. Let's work on this week so I can be sure that I understand it and I can finish it. Okay, so you can email your mentors these homework problems if you have questions about it before they're due. All right, number 2, be on time. I am a stickler for being on time. And you'll learn that as you grow older and older. I understand some of you are very young, but if you're not early, you're late. Okay, that's how I think about it. Never be late, and don't be late to your sessions because mentors are, again, giving up their valuable time. Eric, you heard him. He's in his senior year of electrical engineering. And, not all degrees are the same. I'm telling you as an engineer that engineering degree is hard. Electrical engineering is the hardest of them all. So Eric is spending valuable time, and other mentors are, others are getting ready for college. Thomas is getting ready for college. It's crunch time, and yet they're spending time to help you. So by all means, be on time. And that's it. Just be on time. Okay. No ifs, ands, or buts. Just be on time. Your phone number. So every one of you have phone numbers. So you and the mentor will work out the best way to contact each other. If you want to use Messenger, that's okay. If you want to use Kakao Talk, that's okay. Pure SMS, that's okay. Discord, that's fine too. Email's fine. Whatever works for you and the mentor, decide on it and stick to that. Okay. We already talked about the Google form for your time tracking. Now let's talk about scheduling. So what we tell the mentors and what we're telling you now is stick to a known schedule, at least for the one session. Saturday afternoon, Saturday, whatever that time is, Friday evening, Thursday afternoon, or Thursday evening, Wednesday, whatever that time is, pick a time that you know and agree upon so that you don't have to keep remembering, oh, wait, when is it today? When is it this week? So pick a time and try to stick to it. But at the same time, we understand emergencies can happen, last thing can come up. And this is why we tell the mentors that the parents must be included in that scheduling, whether it's in calendar invite or just a reminder. Because what happens is you might schedule something and then it turns out that your parents scheduled something to go maybe to your grandfather's house or grandparents' house. Okay, so it's very important that your parents are part of that email to schedule these sessions. Okay, so try not to have last minute changes constantly because it can get very, very disruptive for the tutors and for you as well. All right, and then again, you'll be matched up. So, but if there's anything, this is the time, okay, to say, I didn't get it. Can you explain it to me once more? Okay, don't just nod and say, okay, I got it, even though you didn't get it, because if this isn't the time, when are you going to ask? You don't have to worry about anybody else in your class making fun of you or saying, why didn't you get it? I got it. None of that. This is just purely you and the mentor. So if you don't understand something, speak up. They're there to help you. Okay, so if you don't get it, make sure you pipe up, speak up, so that the mentor can hit the topics again. All right. So this is a little bit freeform, the topic of how we tutor. We can use Khan Academy, for example. They have excellent resources. They can use that to help you, but also homework, also coursework, or it could be something that the tutors bring on their own and Joseph, your camera is completely off. So there we go. Thank you. So make sure that you talk to your mentors about how you want this to be done. It could be pure Khan Academy, or it could be your homework ahead of time. But again, not a homework service. Okay. Okay. And then let's see. So this is right on cue there, Joseph, is the camera must be on. No exceptions. So we now know all of your cameras work. So you can't use the excuse of, oh, my camera doesn't work today. Okay, some of these mentors are still in school. And guess what? They've all used those excuses. You might think, oh, I got a brilliant excuse today, I'm going to use it. Guess what? It's been done 10, 15, 20 times. All right. So the reason why we say camera must be on is because we want to make sure we're interacting and you're not just on your phone or watching something else as you just kind of go, okay, I got it now. Yeah. And wasting the mentor's time. Okay. That's the last thing we want to do is we don't want to waste your time, but we certainly don't want to waste the mentor's time because they're volunteering to help you. They're making time to help you. And then finally, remember, I understand that some of you are very young, but you belong to a church. It's a community. It's like a big family. In a big family, we can quarrel, we can argue, we can sometimes get angry, we can fight, but mostly we help one another. And that's why this program started. Okay, so we're here to help you. And for parents on the call, if there's an issue, please contact Deacon Yu and myself and not the mentors. If there's a scheduling thing, of course, contact the mentors. But if there's a genuine concern about something, contact us and we'll help. Okay, and that goes to you students as well. Okay, we don't expect any issues whatsoever, but if anything concerns you, let your parents know and they'll know to contact us, or you can contact us directly. Okay, you all have our emails. So I'll kind of pause there for you students for any questions that you might have. Any questions? You can come off mute. Okay, Daniel Kim, question for you. What should you never do? What's the one thing that I expect all of my students to be what?
Paying attention.
You can look at number 2 on my screen, Daniel.
Be on time.
We can barely hear you. Daniel, you speak up. Oh, so you got a nice, so you must be a gamer there.
Be on time.
Be on time. That's right. Okay, so he's got like a Twitch live stream set up there, Daniel. I see that. Okay, so use it. And so that's a good topic for me to say, if you have a microphone, so we did a sound check with all the mentors. Okay, if they can't hear you, let us know. If there's not enough lighting, let us know. And the church will provide either a ring light or a better microphone. Maybe not as good as what Daniel has over there with his Twitch setup, but we'll give you a microphone because it's very difficult if the microphone is not good. Okay, so if you feel like, oh, I think I need a better microphone because my mentor is having a hard time hearing, let your parents know. They'll contact us and we'll ship you out something. Okay. Joshua Lee, do you have any questions for us? Okay, and what topic would you like to talk to your mentor about?
Math.
Math. Okay. All right. And then all of you are going to have to adjust your cameras to make sure that we don't see just the top of your head like Josh was, because when the mentors are tutoring you, that is not acceptable. Okay. So lower your camera, lower your laptop, because we want to make sure that we can see you fully. Okay. Evelyn's laughing, but she's agreeing with me, right, Evelyn? That's right. She's checking it. Okay. So again, let's just go through the logistics very quickly before we talk to your parents. You're going to get a couple of emails. Make sure you check your email. Okay. In the next 2 days, at least, you'll get a match letter with your mentor. I'm going to introduce you to your mentor and your parents. Okay. So when that happens, the mentor will reach out to you students so that they can, you two can figure out the best way to contact each other for scheduling, what course, what time, etc. Okay, you don't have to copy it, Deacon, you and I. It's just between you and the mentor and your parents if they want to be part of that. So that's the first email to be on the lookout. The second one we talked about is the acceptable use policy. You have to sign, you have to click on the link and then click on I accept and put in your email address and submit. You have to do this. Okay, if you don't do this, we can't start the program. Okay. Now you might think, oh, this is a great way to get out of this program. I don't want to be here anyway. No, because we'll badger you and then we'll talk to your parents and then you'll be in trouble. So you don't want to be that. Okay. So you have to click accept. And then for the parents, same thing. We have an acceptable use policy for parents in English and in Korean. Oh, this is for the students. So this is for the parents. It's very simple. We're Christians. We expect cooperation. We expect everybody to help each other. If you have any concerns, contact us. For the parents, the acceptable use policy is both in English and Korean. Just email, click I agree, and that's it. For the parents, this is all you have to do. For students, time, right? I'm going to send you a link with the time to put in how many hours you've done for this week. Make sure you put it in every week. Okay. So you're going to get a link that says you type in your email address, the subject, and the time and date of your class. Okay. So keep that link handy. I'll keep reminding you, but keep it handy. And then, of course, the acceptable use policy. Okay. Any questions? Madeline, do you have any questions for us? No? Okay.
Very smart.
What's
no
the
question.
subject that you want help with, Madeline?
Mainly science and a little bit of English.
Science and English. What's your favorite class in school?
Probably math.
Math. Okay. All right. Daniel Kim, what's your favorite class?
Math.
Math. Okay. Evelyn, what's your favorite class?
Math.
Math. Okay. Not that we're Asians or anything, but math seems to be leading the charge here. Okay. Anybody else? Joshua Lee, you already said math, right? Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else besides math?
ELA, freshman composition.
Freshman composition. Okay. That's where you're and Christian, what you're going to STI, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So real quick, everybody come off mute and tell me what schools you're going to, just so we know. So Christian started basically going to STI. Okay. Everybody's gonna have to do it, so you might as well come off mute and start now.
Great Neck South Middle.
Great Neck South. Okay.
Also Great Neck South Middle.
Okay.
MS 67.
MS 67. Okay. That's in is that in near
Little Neck.
Little Neck? Okay. Okay. What about the Han sisters?
Roslyn.
Roslyn. Okay.
Roslyn.
Exit 36. Okay. And then Madeline, what school did you say?
South Middle School.
South Middle School? Okay. Where is that? What city is that in?
It's in Great Neck.
Great Neck. Okay. And Joseph Lee, did you tell us what school you're going to?
Start Manor Elementary School.
And what grade are you in, Joseph?
6th.
6th grade. Okay. So I think we have enough coverage. I think we may not have heard from everybody, but that's okay. So talk to your mentors and make sure that you keep up on your studies. Okay. Any other questions before we open it up for the parents? Okay. Any questions? Going one? Mhm. Going twice? Okay. Deacon, do you want to talk to the parents real quick?
Well, Deacon Bay, did you want to talk a
Okay.
little bit about, what's a good practice in terms of setting up the time of the week? Maybe instead of doing a weekly arrangement, have sort of a fixed date of the week,
Yeah.
and the number of hours that we're recommending and so on.
Yeah, so we talked about, set an hour, make sure you're with your mentors and pick a time so that it's consistent. But the recommended is 2 sessions, 1 hour each, 2 hours a week. But if you want to do more, who doesn't want to study more, right? Am I right? So exactly. So think of it this way. Every hour extra you study, you'll be better off when you go to college. Okay. And then you'll be better off to get a job. And then you'll be better off to find a husband and a wife. And then you'll be better off with your children. It all starts right now. Okay. So right now you're going to invest your time. So every once a week, we think 2 hours is a good start. But if you and your mentor agree, you can go 4 hours, you can go 3 hours. Okay. If there's something that comes up and you have to reschedule, then you can go to 1 week, obviously, but please keep rescheduling down to a minimum, because we all see the hours being reported and we don't want to run into a situation where you are constantly rescheduling. We don't want that. Okay. We want this to be as scheduled and normal as possible, so nobody has to scramble and forget. So keep a regularly scheduled time But if you want to add additional hours, do that. Okay. Talk to your mentors about if there's another topic that you want to discuss, give them a heads up. Okay. Don't come to the class and say, oh, you know what? I forgot to talk about this proof. And can you help me with this proof? Because no matter how much you've done math, it takes a few refresher course to get back into doing proofs, for example. So don't just bring up a topic, give your tutors a heads up. Okay.
Okay. Deacon Bay, do you still need to share your screen, or is that?
No, that's it.
Okay,
That.
great. Okay, so you heard about the recommended, hours per week. When you do it, it's totally up to between you and the mentor. It's, you can even do 2 hours straight, just once a week. There's many ways to do this. In terms of our overall objective is to help you with your academic, difficulties, challenges, or you just want to get ahead. We're here to help you. Also, we're here to support your life in, the daily battles of life. Look, being a student these days is not so easy. There's a lot of pressure, social pressure. There's, you have to keep up your fashion look. You have to do all kinds of friendships. There's a lot of drama here and there. And so we're here to also even potentially address some of those for you because they're not your tutors, they're your mentors. So you can feel confident about talking about, certain things maybe your parents are not necessarily can relate to so easily. Maybe they don't understand your struggles because they've never been through that. So these are some of the opportunities where somebody who's been through it all, who fully understands your challenges, and they can actually talk you through some of the solutions, or at least have somebody who could talk to and who won't just say, well, this is how we see it. It's a different kind of paradigm. And, I think I sure could have used a mentor when I was a teenager. And I think this is a good opportunity for you to have somebody to just share, and maybe they can come up with some interesting solutions for you. So those are some of the things that you could also talk about during your sessions. It's not purely academic. You can talk about your other issues as well. So you choose.
Thank you. And then I'll start with one advice right now, Christian. If you avoid Jumash at STI, like the plague. So write down the name Jumash. He teaches calculus. If you get into Jumash's class, do everything you can to get out of his class, because he's a horrible teacher, and his grade is impossibly hard. So get out of Jumash's class. So these are the kind of top lessons that you can learn from people who go to high school that you're wanting to go, right? So again, but Christian, that wasn't a joke. Write that name down, Jumash. He's the devil, basically. Okay, think of it that way. So avoid him at all costs. Okay, Jumash is the name. Okay, any questions from anybody? Okay, so remember, don't forget, you're going to get an email about a time. Okay, so that's a link that you keep. You're going to use it again and again to report the time. Okay, you're going to get an email about acceptable use policy. Parents and students, you get separate ones. You both have to click. So remind your parents, children, remind your parents to look out for the acceptable use policy email, and they have to click on it. Show them. They have to type in their email address. They have to click on I accept and then submit. Okay. And then finally, you'll get an introductory email with your parents and you and the mentor so that you can get started setting up the times. Okay. Okay. No questions then? No? Okay. All right. Who's excited? Show of hands. Who's excited for this? Nobody? Nobody's excited? Christian. All right. See? A little bit of love. Okay, Madeline, showing me a little bit of love. Thank you. Okay. I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I think, just so for those who are new to the program, what we're going to do is we're going to try to, when you when you filled out your survey, you picked out a certain subject that you wanted to have some more help in. And so we're going to try to match up with a mentor who's strong in that subject. So if you chose math, then we're going to try to find a mentor who is strong in math and who likes to teach math, and so on. So I mean, it's not perfect science. So you may wind up with somebody who's not perfect match, but that's what, we're trying to give you a better match than a very odd situation. And you may have to share a mentor, but you're not going to know the difference because some mentors will take on 2 mentees, maybe even 3, because we have more mentees than mentors right now. And also just rule of thumb, be nice and show respect, because they're trying to be nice to you too, because they wouldn't spend time like this unless they really cared. And for you, make the most of it. You have a potential brother and sister in Christ looking out for you. So be nice to them, but also try to ask questions, try to be friendly with them, and establish some kind of relationship. Okay, because it's nice to have when you have a Christian brother or sister to be looking out for you. That is all I have for today. Deacon Bay, do you have any closing thoughts?
Nothing for me.
So we like to invite any parents or students for final Q&A session. Questions? Okay. Okay, it's a Sunday, it's dinner time. So thank you for joining us. Please be on the lookout for emails. And if somehow you don't get contacted, just give me a call, give me a kato, give me an email, and say that somehow I have not been matched. So please remember me, kind of thing. All right. So just feel free to talk to us. And also, if you have issues with your mentors, just in case your mentor is too busy, somehow they're not really keeping up their schedule with you. If they're canceling too many times, talk to us. We'll figure it out, and we'll give you a new mentor and so on. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Okay. Bye-bye.
감사합니다.